Hello, everybody. Health Coach Art here. Happy New Year almost. We are literally a couple days away from 2022 and the Twilight Zone Marathon, which I live for every year. um, so many of you are probably thinking about New Year's resolutions. We do it every year, right? Uh, some people, okay, I'm going to start again January 1. Sometimes it's Monday, sometimes it's the first of the month. But right now we're talking about New Year's. So many of those resolutions are around weight loss. I wanted to create a video about not so much about how to lose weight, the mechanics, the nuts and bolts of weight loss, but more about preparing for weight loss. This is about laying a solid foundation for having a successful weight loss experience. I know that sounds weird, but think about this, okay? It's New Year's Eve. We know that the next day we want to start on our um, adventure to lose weight. Maybe it's 10 pounds, 30 pounds, maybe it's 100 pounds. It's irrelevant. The process is the same. But all too often we just jump into a diet. Maybe it's the latest, fad hot dog diet or, any other none of these crazy diets. And the truth of the matter is, folks, if you haven't figured it out yet, it's time to accept the fact that diets don't work. They're not realistic. They're not sustainable. Yeah, you might do great for a couple of weeks, maybe a month, lose 10, 15, maybe even 20 pounds. But statistics show that 98% of people that go on a diet fail. Okay. But the truth of that really is they didn't fail. It's the diet failed because they're not realistic. Going on 5, 6, 700, 800 calories a day is not realistic and it's not healthy. Okay. Because if you're dropping, 5, 6 pounds a week, you haven't learned how to change habits. All you've done is starve yourself. Okay. And as a little side note, that weight you lost most likely was fat weight, not the soft stuff. Okay. So just jumping into a diet, is the same thing that we have done over and over and over again and expecting different results. Okay. That's the definition of insanity. All right. So back to what this video is about. It's preparing you for losing weight. There's 5 steps that I've learned that help me lose 60 pounds since about mid 2020. It is now December 2021. So that was a very healthy weight loss for me. I haven't been able to keep it off. But these 5 steps are what I believe made it successful for me. And in the process was able to get rid of type 2 diabetes, heal my kidneys from stage 3 kidney disease, and a host of other chronic issues. So I'm here to say it can work. And if I can do it, you can do it. It's that simple. I firmly believe it. So 5 steps that I learned. The first step is a step back. Okay. This is where you want to take an honest look at what you've done in the past, what hasn't worked, what did work for a while, maybe at least, but okay, there's aspects of diets that are good. And the biggest thing is to stop playing the denial game. Okay. Stop with this belief that you failed because you didn't have enough willpower or discipline, or wasn't able to say no to Aunt Jenny and her super rich mashed potatoes, that sort of thing. Step back, take a look at yourself and where you've been and where you want to go. Okay. Step 2 is to let go. Let go of the things that are keeping you from having what you want. Fears. Okay. Maybe you've dealt with weight issues your entire life, maybe a lot of weight. And the idea of being thinner sounds exciting, but also maybe a little scary because it's totally foreign territory for you. Let go of the what ifs. Okay, what if I get invited to a party? It's a family party, and here I am trying to discipline myself and eat healthy and all this food that I love, but I know is not good for me. If I don't eat it, I'm gonna hurt somebody's feelings. My grandma, she Went to all this work. No. Okay, you need to let go of that and think about yourself. And that's why we lead to step 3, saying yes to self. This is really important because you need to make yourself a priority in this. All right. You need to believe that you deserve health. You deserve to get rid of the extra weight that you don't need. I notice I didn't say you deserve to be skinny. Okay. Skinny versus healthy. Which do you want? You deserve these things. And until you believe that you do, you're probably not going to get past this point. Okay. It's a block. We need to understand that we are deserving of the things that we really want. Right? That leads us to step 4. Now that you've taken a step back and you're getting out of that denial game, and you've let go of the fears, or you're working on it, the fears and the what ifs, and you've said yes to yourself that I do believe this, I'm going to do this, I deserve to have this. Step 4 is now it's time to take empowered step. You are now empowered to take action. Okay. What does that mean? Well, my first empowered action step, I believe, was to learn what diabetes was all about, because I knew the only way I was going to get rid of the kidney disease was by getting rid of the diabetes first. And to get rid of the diabetes, I learned I needed to lose weight. I needed to eat healthier, needed to exercise. That did not mean spending hours in a gym. It just meant movement. Okay. That was my empowered action step. Of course, there were more after that we'll go into in another video. But your action step might be start planning, start learning how to read food labels. That's very, very important. Okay. Step 5 is probably the most important of them all. Okay. Setting up accountability. Don't do this alone. Don't make that mistake. Okay. If you were to be honest, take a look back at all the times you went on a diet before and didn't tell anybody about it, kept it to yourself. Maybe you ate your lunches in your office so nobody would see your, lean cuisines or your rabbit food that you're eating or whatever, because you didn't want them to know on your diet. Because if we were to be honest, if we failed, then we didn't have a bunch of people that knew about it. Okay. Accountability is everything. Okay. Accountability means having someone who will support you. Maybe it's a spouse, a partner, a friend, or a health coach. In health, my experiences with health coaching, accountability is the most powerful thing, because that person knows that next week we're going to talk and we're going to talk about their week. And in the beginning, quite often they have fears that, I'm going to be, why did you do that? Why did you eat that? Why did you give it? That's not good quality support. Support is, okay, so you had some obstacles. Let's talk about it, because those obstacles will come up again, and how are you going to deal with that? Accountability. Okay. So those are the 5 steps, I believe, that will create a really good, solid foundation for a successful weight loss experience. Of course, there's more to it than that. But once you have these things in place, for example, digging a little deeper, maybe personally, trying to understand why do I want to lose weight? What's important about this to me? Okay, maybe it's I want to look better for my spouse or my partner, or I want to get back into sports again. I used to love skiing, and then I gained all that weight. I haven't skied in 10 years, and my wife and I are going this week, this in a couple of months. So I'm very excited about that. But so my why behind it was like, I want to get back out and get back up in the mountains with my camera again and all that. And so it can be a lot more than just putting on smaller clothes, really, if you think about it. And once you do that, when you kind of get an idea of why this is important to you, that becomes your big motivating factor, your big MOFA, as we call it. That's the thing that's going to keep you focused and keep you on track towards reaching your goal. Okay. The other thing is be patient with yourself. Look at weight loss as a roll of paper towels. Okay. If every day you took that roll and you pulled one sheet off, okay, just one sheet per day, that's your step. It's going to take a while before you notice a difference, right? So you kind of do it on faith for a while, knowing that, hey, as long as I keep doing this, that paper towel roll is going to get smaller and smaller and smaller. And there's absolutely nothing that can stop me from getting down to that cardboard tube as long as I pull one sheet off every day. Okay, that's what weight loss is about. Giving yourself some patience. You don't want to lose more than maybe 1 pound, 1.5 to 2 pounds a week. Anything more than that's not healthy, and it's probably not sustainable. So, you need to enjoy the journey. You are establishing new habits. Okay. That's the other thing about diets is they don't develop habits. All they do is deprive you. So changing habits is everything. Okay. So you got some good stuff here. If you have questions, ask me. I'll be glad to elaborate on something if you like. I do plan on making some future videos going a little further into this. In the meantime, I would invite you to contact me and maybe we can talk about your goals. Have you ever considered working with a health coach? It can be an awesome experience. I can tell you from the people that I've worked with, we've seen some pretty cool results for people. So feel free to contact me and we'll talk about your vision for your health. It doesn't cost anything. We can do a Zoom call like this or just on the phone. It takes about an hour. Tell you about my program and how I believe we can get you from where you are now to where you want to be. Okay. Message me through Facebook or you can send me an email at healthcoachart@gmail.com. And I hope you have a great holiday and looking forward to seeing a little less of you next time. So bye-bye.